What you
Yeah.
call this thing? It's
This is this is a wig. It's a wig. It's
we are
not my
live.
real hair.
We are live. Hello, we are
Yes.
live. Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome, everybody. This is Regina from Facebook page of Regina's Digital Circle. Sunday and I are coming live again. Today it's a beautiful Saturday, bright and sunny in Brisbane here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time, enjoying the weekend. So, we have come up with another very beautiful topic, which is your circle shapes your future. So, they say that who you mingle with, your probably future will become the way you or who you mix around with, like your peers, right? So
Yeah.
if you want a positive change in your life, be with the people who are positive thinking. If you want anything else, you can be with the negative people, because that's gonna bring chaos in your life. So, like your
Yeah.
circle influences your thinking. Spend time with people who constantly complain and negativity becomes normal. Spend time with people who look for solutions, you will start thinking differently. So your circle influences your standards. Everyone wants good standards, right? So if everyone around you says that's too hard, you may stop trying, because if you're trying and people are trying to say, oh, that's too hard, then you will doubt yourself. But when you surround yourself with people who say, let's figure it out, so your standard raises, you have gained confidence that you can do it. And then your circle can either feed your fear or fuel your courage. Some people remind you of everything that could go wrong, others remind you of what could go right. So let's compare this, the comparison. Wrong circle. Why do you want to start something new? People will say, why do you want to start something new when you're already settled and all? You're too old for that. Like some people might say to the retirees, you are too old for that. And then some people will say, it won't work. Just be just be happy with what you have. I mean, that's not very encouraging and uplifting. But the growth circle will say, what's your vision? What are you trying to, see in the future about this? And how can I support you? Keep going. You're learning. What's your next step? These are the positive questions or points the growth circle will say. But remember, you don't have to cut everyone out of your life, but you do have to be intentional about who gets access to your mind, your energy, and your dreams. Don't let everyone know what your plans are, because there are people who will not want you to succeed. So it all depends on who you surround yourself with. So your future is being shaped by the conversations you're having today. So if we are having a good conversation, you can get something good out of it. But if we are having all negative and being, like not taking, life seriously, you will stay stuck wherever you are. So ask yourself today, if is your circle preparing you for the future you want, or keeping you comfortable in the life you're trying to change. So if you are trying to change your circle if that circle is not good, because you want to have people who are going to uplift you when you are down. You want people who are going to be by your side, pick you up when you fall. So have that kind of people, because that will help you in your life, in whatever decision you make, whatever dreams you have. Because you need people around you who are going to be there for you, and you need peers, or people who inspire you, will follow them, so that you can gain confidence, gain knowledge, and gain inspiration. I will ask my host partner Sunday to give some points on this topic. Thank you, Sunday. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Regina. I really love all the points you mentioned. It's true. Who you stay with, it shapes your future. It shapes what you think. It shapes how you behave. It shapes a lot of things. there's this thing that birds of the same feather flock together. And there's someone who says that tell me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. And that's exactly because your friends can shape your future. Sometimes even if you join people who you don't want what they do, and you think you can be able to keep yourself, slowly but slowly you find yourself there. For example, Regina has mentioned most of them, like you are not enough. Those things, those kind of people can be able to limit you. But finding people who stretches you, people who give you feel like everything is tight, but you know you're moving ahead. Someone who challenges you to do better, to do best, and someone who tells you the truth. Like if you're doing wrong, you're doing wrong, and so that you can be able to correct. That's the best thing. And one thing that I really love with our online business, for those ones who are joining us for the very first time, we are online business owners. In our online business, this is one great thing that I really love with this business, is that you find people who stretches you, people who tells you the truth. If you're doing something wrong, say no, don't do it right, don't do it that way, do it this way, it's the right way. They correct you in a rightful way, in a positive manner, that you can be able to understand that this is not leading me somewhere, this is the best way to go. And if you have not got such kind of friends, you need to find one or two, because in life you need to find someone who stretches you. But the people who keeps you in your comfort zone, it really keeps you, makes you get down instead of reaching to your goals. So who are your friends? Tell me, who are those people who are your friends? Are your friends challenging you? Are they stretching you? Or you think that they're disturbing you? You know, sometimes if you don't know, if you think your friends are stretching you, yet they are helping you grow, is they're just helping you to become better version of yourself. Sometimes if you're not used, you may think, oh, maybe they're just giving me too much, this is too much. But with time you will understand that you have grown so far, and you will thank them, those friends of yours, of where they have brought you to where they are. For example, issues about health. In some groups maybe may say you don't need to do exercise, yet you need a healthy body. You need to be healthy. Maybe in learning, they will tell you you are too old. As Regina said, you are too old. Like one day, one of my family member told me that you're already too old to go back to school. Since when he told me that, that really stretches me. I didn't take it in a very negative way. I took it as a compliment for me to prove to him that I can still go back to school, even having my 3 children that time. I can still go back to school and finish my education. And that time I went back and started doing my bachelor degree, and it was a lot of struggle, but because of that, I just wanted to prove that even though there are so many things going around, I can still do something that stretches me. It's not just to prove to that person that told me I can't go to school, but also to prove to myself that I can do. So you can do all things if you give yourself a chance to try. For example, we have an opportunity, and you may think that you're too old. No, you are not too old to anything. Your dreams are still valid. If you have dreams from your childhood, they are all valid if you give yourself a chance to try to work on your dreams. So, and also you have the chance to learn if you have people who are like-minded, people who are inspirational, people who can push you to the next level. And these people, you can find them in the best communities. If you find, they are rare to find, but if you find them, they are really good. In our business, this is where why our business is really unique, because we have people from different walks of life. But most unique thing with most of these people is that they are more inspirational. They are all wanting to get their dreams into reality. And that also can stretch you if you're in that group, or maybe in one accountability group, that someone wants to get their dream to reality, and yet you have your dreams. That can also push you. So I don't know what your dreams are. You wanted to maybe lose your weight, you wanted to start up a business, you wanted to go back to school. All that is valid if you give yourself a chance, and also if you connect yourself to the rightful circle. So let us know what dreams you have, and If you have any doubt, maybe some fears, let us know and we will get back to you. Thank you so much. Back to you, Regina.
Thank you, thank you. You have highlighted some very valid points. Yes, accepting constructive criticism is so good because it can guide you to the right path. Because if you are open to learning, you should be able to accept constructive criticism because that teaches you something. But if you think that that is not helping you in any way, then maybe I'm not sure how you're going to do that. But it's always good to accept constructive criticism because we always learn from that. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for those who are watching us live and for those who will be watching the replay. We will come again tomorrow with another interesting topic. Until then, we say bye-bye.
Bye.